everyone, and welcome to the moment you've all been waiting for, the patch preview for Wild Rift patch 6.2. This patch will be released in just 2 weeks time. We got new champions, we got new items, item updates and changes, new skins, and so much more to unpack in this video. This patch preview is the longest patch preview that we've ever had. Over 20 minutes of content that we're going to be reacting to and breaking down. But on top of this, I also have some extra content to show you over the next few days as well. So if you're looking forward to that, and if you're looking forward to more Wild Rift content, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, because the next 2 weeks is going to be absolute cinema. Chinese PBE, behind the scenes content. There's going to be so much to unpack over the next 2 weeks before patch 6.2 comes out. But before that, let's take a look at the patch preview and see what's coming in patch 6.2. I'm really excited. I've seen some of this already with the champions and new items. I think this is going to be an absolute banger patch, especially for AD carries, especially.
Inside the field all along. Whether you're picking up a new champ, facing a brand new item, or just vibing with a Yordle.
So grab your friends, try something bold, and maybe discover a new side of your Rift. Because it is time to unleash your powers within.
Unleash your powers.
6.2, Powers Unbound.
Powers Unbound, a brand new patch. Champions.
Slipping through the cracks of reality. I call her Aurora, but everybody else.
Aurora, here we go. New mid lane assassin. Really fun. Really fun mobile mid lane assassin. Gonna be scary to play against.
And a dash of mischief. She became
and another invisible champion to add to things like Evelyn. This is gonna be so toxic to play against.
Our next champ, well, he's also a little out there. A traveler from beyond the stars. Bard, the wandering caretaker.
We have needed a champion like Bard in support for so long.
This cosmic traveler comes ready to create swirling portals that can transfer him.
Look at that, it's beautiful. Wow, that portal travels extremely fast, actually. That was much faster than PC League. There we go. There's the beautiful ultimate that we love to see. Absolute cinema. Such a unique support, such a different support to anything we've ever seen on Wild Rift before. Has a bit of healing, but also has that playmaker potential with the ultimate, the first ability with the stun, and also the third ability, which is great.
It's Vel'Koz,
another mid laner. Mid lane mage this time with Vel'Koz. Classic mid lane mage.
Out there, this mage might be right up your alley. Since you can use creativity, geometry, Pythagorean.
Oh, all about the angles. Oh, if you don't know about Vel'Koz, you need to know how to hit the angles. The geometry, the 90-degree angles. Look at his first ability. Boom. Hits him with the 90-degree angle. You need to know about that one.
Starting on 6.2, we are expanding champion voiceovers. We heard your feedback.
Okay.
And thanks to some optimization work, we're adding more iconic voice lines for 9 champions this patch, and with more to come. Your favorite champs. Well,
I know a lot of people have been complaining about the skin voiceovers, which I'm not too sure if this is about or this is just the base ones. I'm not really too sure.
This patch, 2 million forces are rediscovering what it means
to be getting reworked
and break it at the same time. So Galio and Swain are rising with
Galio and Swain, interesting,
into their battle mage tank identities. Currently, Galio is more of a burst mage in disguise rather than a gentle giant.
That's very true.
Bringing him back to his true calling, standing tall.
I only ever play Galio mid full AP assassin mode.
We want Galio to step back into the spotlight as the magical shield your team didn't know they needed.
I think Galio is actually also super underrated as a support at the moment.
So that it better rewards tankier builds.
Nice.
With this update, he will no longer be just dashing in to delete enemies. He's here to protect, punch, and prove that
protect your team.
Come from damage. Sometimes it comes from standing unshaken. Oh, Swain, on the other hand, is unlocking his full power. His abilities scale harder, hit sharper,
nice.
And when he activates demonic ascension, you will really feel it. We've amped up.
I really love playing Swain, one of my favorite mid laners to play.
When Swain transforms, we want you to feel like you're ascending to your true form and your enemies to feel your wrath.
Oh, he's getting the PC League ulti, where you can activate the AoE damage on your ulti every few seconds. That's the PC League version of Swain.
Ash, Zari, Vayne, and Misfortune. each champ is getting targeted updates that brings their unique playstyles.
ADC
into
changes?
sharper focus, improving survivability for crit-based builds.
Okay.
Opening up more room for mechanical expression and making sure their signature strengths hit harder. Whether
They're basically hitting all the immobile AD carries. Well, except for Vayne and Zeri, I guess. But Ashe, Miss, Fortune, and Varus. I guess they're trying to hit all the immobile ones that don't really have a lot of escape mechanics.
Bloodthirster now covers both sustain and
Whoa!
Infinity Edge
New
hits
Bloodthirst
harder
update,
when it
Infinity
really
Edge
commits to
update,
crit.
more crit
And
damage.
Essence Reaver delivers burst
Spellblade
and
passive on
movement
Essence
after
Reaver?
average strike.
Oh my god. Wait,
We're also
Navori looks
making
different as
your
well.
choices more
What I
meaningful.
just...
Whether
What'd I
you're
just
going
see?
for crit, kite, poke, or penetration,
Oh my god,
the
we're getting
path
ADC
should be
item
really
updates
clear,
after
and
like
the
a whole
payoff should
year.
hit hard. On top of that, Soul Transfer.
Soul
is a brand
Transfer, new item.
designed to help you push back against front
You attack
line
quickly,
and
strike an enemy
amplify
champion or
power
large
level.
monster, summon a
With
clone
every
that
crit,
lasts for
your
4
summoner cloud
seconds.
that mirrors your attack style.
What the
Same
hell
speed,
is...
Same range, same crit, and just a little more soul. Your
What is
foes will be
that?
blinded by how much damage you're dealing.
2 ashes on my board. There's like
Feeling
3
like
ashes
your
on my
favorite
board.
marksman just hadn't
What
been
is going
hitting
on?
like they used to. This patch is your chance to unlock what's always been there and turn the tide from the back line.
Okay, I mean, I'm up for AD carry changes. That's
Now
really
to the
cool.
map.
I'm up for that.
You've won the big fights. But what if we told you the battlefield itself still had more to reveal? In patch 6.2, we are awakening the rift, not just with new power, but with
Awakening?
new presence.
The first new presence will be the Enchanted Piggy, who now roams the Baron and Dragon.
Enchanted Piggy, only in Legendary queue.
Experience
Pigs!
and a cute little enchanted piglet that will wink off to charge at your enemy's turrets.
We've also refreshed the brush layout,
What?
especially around the dragon pit, to make vision clear and guide you towards smarter warding.
Okay.
And finally,
Vision
we're
updates might be
sprinkling a
similar to
little
PC
magic
League with the
across rift
brushes.
as well. Throughout the game, Easter eggs will appear rewarding you for your plays. Get bonus gold for clever wards. Make shimmering fish
What
appear
is-
that drops coins. Or admire a fireworks show if you break the glass cone with style.
We fishing like PC League
Another
with
thing we
Jax to
heard
get more
about
gold?
is
What's
that
what's
the
going on
early
here?
game
What have we
feels a
turned
little bit
into?
stretched out, and we heard ya.
It's a mini
So
game?
we want to get you from the early game to your mid-game fights quicker, which is why we have tweaked some objective pacing.
Okay.
Turret plates will now come down when the first elemental drake spawns. This way, the choice between grouping and
Interesting.
pushing
I
should be
don't
much
know if I
clearer.
agree with that.
Baron is also gonna spawn earlier to keep you all on your toes.
Wow, they really want to
But
accelerate
as
the game,
well,
don't they?
now
Baron
also
spawn
be earned
earlier.
through other
Power
consistent
plating's the
team
same
efforts,
time
like
as
pushing
Dragon
turrets
now.
and team kills.
Games are definitely going to be a lot quicker.
We've also reduced the outer turret's resistances and enhanced minion waves to all together move things along and shepherd you out of that laning phase and into the
I don't like how laning phase is
Overall,
becoming
we are
shorter
excited.
now.
We
I
want
think
to
laning
change
phase
the
should
thing. We'll
actually
make
be
laning
longer
phase
than what it
more
is at the moment
enjoyable,
because you can't
while still
really
giving you a lot of room to
express
show off your
yourself in the
skills
laning phase. Like laning
before
phase
that
doesn't
epic
last long
laning
enough in
fight.
Wild Rift.
As always, we'll be watching closely to
Very
how
interesting
these changes
updates.
impact the game. So be sure to let us know how they landed once they're live.
So you've got the power. Now let's talk about how you build it up. So this patch, we are making big changes to how you craft your strength on the Rift. We've changed key item mechanics, which will make your impact more visible, your choices more meaningful, and your playstyle more rewarding. Next, let's gather for a moment of honesty. When it comes to enchantments, most players just skip them, or default
True.
to the go button for Zhongyas.
That is
In
true.
this patch, we are changing the
I saw a lot of
entire
different enchantments
Every
there.
class now has meaningful,
Gore Drinker,
role-specific
Gale Force.
options that match everybody's playstyle.
What?
Gore Drinker helps fighters lifesteal their way through the front line.
280% your base
Gale
AD?
Force gives marksman more
Gale
focused
Force?
repositioning.
Super mythics?
Super
You now wanna
mythics.
choose your
Nice little
enchantment
throwback there
and
to
not just
PC League.
battle
God, this is God.
focus.
Oh
Also
my.
simplify the entire system.
How disgusting is that Gore Drinker? Gale Force is going to be
and
so much
pricing
fun.
That makes sense across the board.
Just
No
imagine,
matter your role,
just
no matter
imagine
your
Proto
style,
Belt, but an actual
there's
item
now
that deals
an
damage,
enchantment
and you can
attached to your
dash.
power. And lastly, we've also tweaked a lot of items to fit the bundle.
Wait, what is that item? What? I just saw another new item there, I think.
It's all about looking
Oh
within.
my god, there's so many
Finding
updates
strength,
already.
Talent and skills you didn't even know you had. We're supporting all your endeavors in the lane.
I need to go back and see the AD items after this video. I need to see what they're doing to the ADC items.
When you log in, you will be greeted by a Soul Force panel, which will
Soul
serve
Force
as your
Awakening.
guidance this patch. The lobby,
Oh, so this is
shop,
like the
and
theme like
Reworks
Jewel
streams
Nova,
will
like they did
transport
this
you
patch.
to a whimsical new
To
world.
be honest, the Jewel
When the
Nova
spark
event
of
lasted
magic
like
inside of
2
you,
weeks. You
and
just
can
gained
feel
all the
bold and
points and then
daring,
nothing
ready to
happened.
take on a new
It wasn't very
challenge.
interactive,
Similar
you know,
to our
after you get
Jewel
the
Nova patch
10
theme,
points or whatever you needed
Soul
for
Force
each
Awakening will
section
bring
of Jewel
a
Nova.
new UI
Just a little bit
and a
of
new
rewards and that
thematic
was it.
system. This system will focus on helping you find your soul forces and experience patch highlights all in one.
Okay.
Over the course of this patch, you will be able to unlock new powers and level up your soul force box. Filling up this core will grant you some extra special goodies and even give you the
Goodies?
chance to unlock
Oh, Aurora Chromas.
and a magical skin for her.
Oh, Aurora Chromas. I mean, that's pretty cool to add
This
to
has been
the
a long time coming. One
to
of
the thing.
most requested features and piece of feedback we got from every region is the need to keep negative behavior within check.
That is
While
true.
we know that rank can sometimes bring out the competitive side from folks.
That
but
is
we
true.
Never wanted to come at the cost of a great experience for everybody else.
What are we adding?
So we are excited to share that in this patch, we will be introducing our player behavior system.
On a
A
system?
system that will give you a score to reflect your in-game behavior. You'll earn a higher score on unlock
Finally,
exclusive
we get an
rewards
honor
over
system.
time for
Holy
being a
sh-
great, respectful teammate.
This should have been
But
released like 2 years ago.
Unsportsmanlike or negative towards your teammates.
The main
or
goal
your
of the
team will
honor
withdraw.
system
And
is
so we are
people
accessing
that
features
perform
like
badly or
With
behave
this
badly
patch,
or
ranked and
anything,
legendary
they
queue
all
will
get
be
put in
more
the same
connected than
games.
ever.
People behave good and have good just interactions overall means that they'll also play together. So all the inters will all play against each other. Which that's how the system should work. I don't know if that's how that's going to work in Wild Rift, but
In patch 6.2,
Finally. Finally.
Galio will come fly in with some glory.
oh, what a surprise! Galio's getting reworked and he's getting a ranked skin. What a surprise!
Smoothing out the bumps on your journey from Grandmaster to Challenger. We're breaking Grandmaster down to 3 tiers. So setbacks will be smaller.
They're just doing the
and
same what they
step-ups
did
will
with
be more
Master.
gratifying.
Master 1, Master 2,
For
Master
this
3,
season's
GM1,
long pass,
GM2,
we want to turn
GM3.
up the dial on the whimsy.
What's
We're
next?
taking
Challenger
you
1,
down
Challenger 2, Challenger
Wonder
3?
Town Lily will be prancing through the rift with pastel
Yeah, it's a
charm
Wild
and
Pass
magical
skin.
madness, wild battle cast,
And
Urgot
Battlecast
will be
Urgot, the
stomping in
mini
with
Wild
pure
Pass skin.
casual
Okay.
menace. Opposites attract,
I'm just
so
so
maybe
excited
we
for
too
the
will you bring in that
for the honor
next victor.
system. The honor system should be. Fingers crossed, the honor system actually saves the
How
game.
about it with this?
I mean, probably
Oh,
it should
yes,
improve matchmaking.
this should
Should
do
I
it.
say should? But there might be some bubbles along the way. But like I said, the honor system is like
Oh,
the inters play with the
yes.
inters, the
This
toxic
patch
players play with the
will stir
toxic
up
players,
something extra
and all
whimsical
the
for AAA
respectable good players should all play together. That's basically how the honor system should work. Hopefully, I hope so.
We wanted to carry that whimsy into the gameplay as well. So this patch, you will be able
What's
to
this,
choose an
AAA RAM?
ultimate spellbook skill before you enter the game.
They do a lot of
That's
updates for
not
this
only
mode. This
good
mode
enough,
must be
there
very,
will
very
also
popular.
be over 60 new cards. My personal favorite, the one that will allow you to periodically cast a Mirror's Blade Sword to block projectile effects. Good luck trying to hit that Lux Find on me now. And last but not least, we'll also be adding different animal archetypes. So
Animal
you'll be able to
archetypes,
choose
lion,
different animals to
tiger.
get different updates.
Okay.
Of course, to match this,
I don't personally play AAA RAM myself, but if they're spending this much time updating this mode must be very popular.
And hear which ones are your favorite.
Must be very popular.
With ultimate spellbook skills being added into AAA RAM,
AAA RAM.
self to play.
Imagine recording this and having to say that every single time.
Along with a new
Spellbook?
and some new not ultimate limited skills. Along with brand new alls to choose from, we added some other champ abilities to your spellbook, so you'll get even more choice. On top of that, you can now pick your abilities before the game and reroll them during your battle with added bonus each time.
Okay.
We'll also
Interesting.
be making some slight updates to the single mode, so that you can have a better place
Single
to
player
practice
mode?
new champions and combos before heading into your matches.
Training
This will be the
rewards.
only modes returning and
Okay.
getting updates though, So be sure to keep your eyes peeled and your fingers ready.
Why are they adding training mode rewards? What's the rewards that's even going to be in training mode?
Set of events. Aurora will be hopping across the board in our newest event, giving you the chance to win a bunch of rewards and even a free skin chest.
Free skins.
We'll also
We
have
love
a
free
new
skins.
champion trial event where you can try out different champs. If you've been looking to level up your skill in the Baron lane, or finally add a new champion to a roster of mains, this is your chance. Maybe you will even discover that while you love playing jungle, you're actually the GOAT of mid lane.
That's me.
This
The
is your
GOAT.
training arc, and we can't wait to see your plays. once
That's
you've leveled
me.
up. But that's just a start. We've got plenty more events with free goodies and rewards to earn, so stay tuned with our upcoming comms for more details.
More events. I mean, I think the events have been better than ever.
This
A lot of you
pack's
must have seen
skins
my
are
box
all
opening
about
with the
new
event.
entrants.
All the discounts that they
Whether
did.
you arrive in full summer glow
Cinema.
or with a beast by your side, they're here to elevate not only your battle but also your style. Speaking of elevate, we're introducing a brand new skin tier, Exquisite. You're getting a
Exquisite.
full reimagined
Oh, it's
version
the
of
volley bear
favorite
skin.
skins with primary coloring, enhanced models,
Isn't that just a
textures, and brand new
chroma?
splash art. Here is a small taste of what to come in patch 6.2.
Isn't that just a chroma?
Don't forget
We
to
have
stop
5
and
minutes
smell
of
the
skins.
roses.
What? Why do we have 5 minutes of skins? Aurora release skins, summer party. This is going to be an exclusive skin line to Wild Rifts. I have to say, the background looks so good. The background looks amazing. What skins we got cooking up? Seraphine summer party. They're really trying to get the vibes of like the Spirit Blossom skins as well from PC League. Oh, there's going to be a lot of comments about the Seraphine skin. I can tell already there's going to be a lot of comments online about the Seraphine skin. A lot of them. Samira, we know about this one. This is one that I was able to reveal firsthand with the new summer party event. Samira skin's always nice. I think Soul Fighter Samira is one of my favorites. So hopefully it's up to the same tier as what the Soul Fighter skin is. Katarina. We haven't actually had a Katarina skin for quite some time. I don't remember the last time we saw a Katarina skin. Okay, I'm not surprised why this is 5 minutes long because they take a lot of time in between skins. A lot of time in between skins. Yasuo. Okay, another Yasuo skin. Is that like 10 Yasuo skins now? It might even be more. At this point, I have no idea how many Yasuo skins they have. There must be so many. Bard? Mystical Herald. That also is an exclusive skin line, if I'm not mistaken. I've never seen this skin line before. What is... I don't know how to describe that theme. What does it look like? Oh, look, the meeps. Like a futuristic, like, techno sort of vibe. Zyra finally gets a new skin. Mystical Herald. Wonder what this is going to look like. It definitely looks like more of like a futuristic, kind of like project. It seems like kind of like a project skin line. Not really too sure how this, how the skin line is going to look. Heimerdinger, one of the other skins that I was able to reveal. Heimerdinger's always has fun skins just because his little turrets. Are they going to show the little turrets? No, they're not going to show the little turrets. I guess you saw it a little bit in the intro, but the turrets also always really cute. And Draven. Okay. Draven is not very popular at the moment, but maybe with the ADC updates with items, that could definitely change. We'll have to see if that changes. Rengar High Noon. Oh my god, he looks good. Oh, he looks scary at the same time. Oh my. He really loves that High Noon vibe, Rengar. I think it suits him really well. High Noon Kha'Zix's another one of the skins that I was able to reveal last week. Look at his wings. Oh. The details of these skins every time just get higher and higher in value. Every time. High Noon Victor. What else we got? What other High Noon skins we got? Or have we got any more? Let's have a look and see. High Noon Yone. Oh, High Noon Yone might be pretty good. Look at these intros that they do every time. Like, how long do you think it takes them to make these skins, but also make these intros and the background every single time? Like, there must be so much animation and so much effort that gets put into this to be able to do it. Vel'Koz Arclight, which is going to be the release skin. Not a bad skin, but it's a pretty mess skin. I think Vel'Koz has a lot more better skins. It's just a bit of a basic skin for Vel'Koz, I guess you can say. Garden Party Brom. Apparently, this is going to be the 3-year anniversary event skin, or 4 years, sorry, anniversary event skin, or is it 5 years? I can't even remember how many years it's been. It might be the 5-year one. Vega Omega Squad. These are a bit random. I'm not too sure what the Omega Squad one is going to be. Maybe it's just a skin that they're releasing. Not too sure. Only got a minute left. Is that all the skins? Or we got more? Nope, that looks like that's it.
Battlefield to your build, your champions to your mindset. This patch is all about rediscovering what's always been there.
Find a new power, a new style, a new way to be bold. Break your limits and fall in love with the Rift all over again.
Because Powers Unbound is not just about being stronger. It's also about being more expressive.
Try and listen to see if there's a teaser.
More you.
Thanks for watching.
No teaser. There's no teaser at the end. Normally they do a teaser at the end of like a future champion. I didn't recognize anything with a teaser. Maybe something to do about being bold or being yourself.
To your build, your champions to your mindset. This patch is all about rediscovering.
It's one of the first times I don't recognize what the outro is for a champion.
A new way to be bold. Break your limits.
Because normally they
and fall in
tease a
love with
champion for the
Rift
next
all
patch.
over again.
Because Powers Unbound is not just about being stronger. It's also about being more expressive, more confident, more you. Thanks for watching.
Really strange. Okay, very, very strange. Overall, I mean, it was, I think this is a really, really good patch preview. We started off with the new champions. As I mentioned, Aurora is going to be that mid lane assassin, which is going to be extremely fun to play. Invisibility, so much mobility. Really high skill cap for Aurora. Bard is just a support that we've never had before, and I think it's going to be a great addition. Basically, at the moment, we just have tank supports and enchanter supports, whereas Bard is more of like a playmaking support. That doesn't really have tankiness, but also doesn't really have that enchanter factor as well. And then Vel'Koz is just a typical mid lane mage. But the whole thing with Vel'Koz is about the geometry. You see this, like this marker at the end. When this ability reaches the end, it splits off 90 degrees each way. So it's all about the angles with Vel'Koz and making sure that you can hit the angles. Galio rework, Swain rework. It looks like they're trying to make Galio more tankier. Swain do a lot more damage. And I did mention it as well, but Swain is actually getting his PC version of his ultimate. At the moment, you can only use your ultimate once after you use it. But it looks like you can actually use it multiple times. Sorry, I went a bit too far forward. Looks like you can use it multiple times. But he used it there. And he used it here as well. Yeah, see, you can use it multiple times, which is very powerful.
And the right moment to shine, which is why we are refining some of our most iconic marksmen: Varus, Ashe, Zari, Vayne, and Misfortune.
So all these champions are getting changed. They're trying to make them more towards their style. Like I said, most of these champions are like first released Wild Rift champions. It's Fortune, Ashe, Varus, and Vayne. Not too sure what they're changing with Zeri, but most of these champions are like really immobile. So I wonder if they're going to do something about their mobility. But they said they're just trying to refine how the champions work.
Each champion is getting targeted updates that brings their unique playstyles.
Yeah, with his unique playstyles.
Survivability for crit-based builds, opening up more room for mechanical.
This is the hype part, by the way.
Sure their signature strengths hit harder. Whether that's Zeri's depth, Vayne's tumble, or Ashe's ice cold control. We are updating a wide range of AD and.
Give me the items again. Oh my god, these item changes are going to be crazy. Oh my god, look at this. This is absolute cinema. Magnetic Blaster has a new icon. Navori has a new icon. Essence Reaver's changed. There's a gold border around Death's Dance. And Runan's Hurricane at the bottom. I actually know what these are, but I'm going to reveal them in another video. Infinity Edge got an update. Bloodthirster got an update. There is so much changing with AD items this patch. It's going to be absolutely insane to see how quickly, like, you know, what's going to evolve with the ADC item meta. But Bloodthirster looks like it's losing a little bit of its AD. You gain attack speed now with Bloodthirster, which is quite interesting, but you don't gain the attack speed and the AD from the passive anymore. Instead, when you critically strike, you gain additional 4% physical vamp. So Bloodthirster might not be a core item anymore. It might not be a first item for AD carries. The reason why it's so powerful at the moment is that you can get like 60, sometimes 70, 80 AD from one item. And then you still get the attack speed as well from the passive. But they're trying to make it more of a defensive item with the physical vamp instead of it being a core first item to build, which I quite like. Gives more versatility for the items, which is going to be great. Infinity Edge doesn't look like it's changed too much. 205 is the same as before. When your total crit gain from items exceed 100%, every 1% excess grants 0.6 bonus critical damage. So it's trying to enforce you to build 5 crit items instead of 4. But to be honest, I think your 5th item always has to be a defensive item. If you don't build a defensive item, then I feel like you're just going to be a really big glass cannon that's maybe not even going to deal that much damage. Every 1% of crits, you get like 25% crits. So you times this by 25. So you're getting like 612, maybe like 15% bonus critical damage. Is that worth not going a defensive item? I'm not too sure. Also, crit items in general are just very expensive. The problem with this is that this passive is basically non-existent until you buy 5 items, and most of the time in Wild Rift you only get to 3 or 4 items. So basically Infinity Edge is probably just as shit as before, because they haven't even updated any of the stats or anything. I'm pretty sure these are the same stats as what it is now. So is Infinity Edge is going to be worse than last patch basically. What are they doing with Essence Reaver? Attack damage, crit, ability power. Oh my, like it's getting the Spellblade passive. I forgot. Essence Reaver Spellblade passive, I've been calling for this for so damn long. This is actually going to make crit Ezreal a thing. There was a time in PC League where players were going Essence Reaver into crit instead of going for Trinity Force, because you have the Spellblade passive. Hitting an enemy with an attack consumes a charge, dealing invisibility and bonus damage and gaining movement speed. This bonus damage can critically strike. Each ability generates only 1 charge per 2 something. I can't read that bottom part. Spellblade passive on the Essence Reaver is going to be really, really big. Like I said, Ezreal I think is going to be a huge bonus. But Navori Quick Blades is being changed. Death Stance is being changed. Runa's Hurricane is being changed. And then we have the new item as well. Where is it? This here, Soul Transfer. 30 attack damage, 25% crit rate, and 30% attack speed. So this is going to be focused a lot more on champions that want to build a lot of attack speed. Unfortunately, we don't have a, you know, we don't see how much gold this item's worth. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see how much gold the item's worth. When your attacks critically strike, you gain an enemy champion or large monster summon a clone that lasts for 4 seconds to attack nearby champions. The clone inherits 30% of your attack damage and additionally gains 30% of your crit rate as attack speed. How the hell is this item going to work? Like I said, this is just focused on attack speed crit champions, which is going to be a bit weird, because how do you mix this with like Terminus and Blades of the Ruin King and other items as well? Because most of the time with this you want to build other attack speed items to benefit more from the Shadow Dance passive. Maybe you do something like Shadow Transfer into maybe Runans, depending on what's changed with Runans. Also Titanic Hydra also has the gold outline as well. No idea what that's about. It's a very interesting item, but as you can see, it's like little clones that are following every time. I wonder if it procs passives, because it could be really strong on Ashe, because if it procs the Ashe slow, it can be pretty powerful. And then they also mentioned that they're updating other items as well, but I'm not too sure what these other items that they mentioned about. Oink is like a really weird new herald, I guess, which is a bit strange. Where is this item update? Oh, this is big. 500 gold for all of these new enchants. Gale Force, Gore Drinker, Guard Breaker as well. But then, like, isn't Gore Drinker being in the game just going to completely delete Titanic Hydra? Because Titanic Hydra is now completely useless because Wave Clear is already extremely fast. So why don't you just go for Gore Drinker and just heal a bunch of HP for free? Like, look at this Gore Drinker healing. Look at that. Like, he went from 1 HP up to 4 HP, just like that. And also, he did a bunch of damage. Like, why would you go Titanic Hydra? Gale Force is going to be fun, though, as well. It's going to help you do a lot more damage. Where was the other items? Did I miss it? I think I missed the...
On top of that, soul transfer. Same feeling of mine.
I missed the other items, I think.
Just hadn't been hitting like
We take a day out. Throughout
Maybe it's after the oink?
the all week.
God from Enchantments has marked.
They said they're changing a bunch of AD items, right?
Power. And lastly, we've also tweaked a
Yeah,
lot
look
of
here.
items.
We don't have Prowler's Core. We don't have whatever this is. Is this ARAM? I can't tell if this is ARAM or not. Like, we don't have Warden's Mail. Gore Drinker is there as a... Is this... Let me listen to what they say.
Super mythics?
You now want to choose your enchantment and not just settle for one. We've also simplified the entire system. Better stat bonuses, more clarity, and pricing that makes sense across the board. No matter your role, no matter your
I
style,
like how enchants now actually give you damage. The problem with enchants at the moment, why everyone goes stasis, because the enchants doesn't give you
there's
damage.
now an
So it's really
enchantment
big.
attuned to your power. And lastly, we've also tweaked a lot of items to fit the Bando-inspired rift better.
Like, what is changing? Mantles there, Nisi Large Rod, Randuins. There's so many of these items that I just have no idea what they're changing. Very, very strange. And then they went on to talk about the events and everything as well. Honor system is a fucking huge, the biggest W this patch is the honor system. Actually the biggest W this patch. I really hope it works. Like, please, Riot, make this work right and you will actually help and fix rank so much with this system. So much. Really, really good. And then they just talked about other modes and skins, and we had like 5 minutes of skins, which is absolutely crazy. That is everything. Let me know what you think of the patch 6.2 preview. Again, we didn't really get a teaser at the end. Let me know if you think that you know what the teaser is at the end of this video, but I couldn't really tell what it was. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the reaction for the patch 6.2 preview. Again, in the next few days, Chinese PBE should be released. My embargo lifts as well, so I can reveal more info about what's coming. Patch notes will be coming out soon as well, hopefully in a couple of weeks' time for this update. We have patch notes coming for 6.1F, which will be a video will be live in a few hours showing you details for that, which is going to go live on Thursday. It's the best time to be alive if you're Wild Rift fan. So many updates, so many changes, so many new things coming to the game, and I'm all here for it. The grind never stops. But hopefully you enjoyed, as I mentioned. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Wild Rift content, and I'll see you in the next Wild Rift video. Peace.